Explorers. Okay, this is going to be day 2 of delivering with Uber on the Tactical TW200 with a couple of modifications that I made and just lessons learned from the other night. So I did 2 trips and in 20 minutes, or yeah, two trips in about 25 minutes within a 10-mile radius, and made a nice little stash there. Basically enough for a couple tanks of gas. Not bad. I was actually pretty happy. But what was kind of pissing me off was, and it's my own fault. My batteries, I have 6 GoPro batteries, 2 original GoPro and 4 aftermarkets. They all work really good, but they were all dead. I kept trying to change it out, and it was a no-go. And with the first setup, I just simply put a milk crate in it on the back of the T-Dub on the tusk rack, and was able to fit 1 bag and 1 drink carrier, and it worked okay. You know, as long as I got a small delivery, a small request, it wouldn't be bad. But the first request I got was for a Mexican restaurant for, I'm sure it was for 1 person, but man, it was a pretty big bag, and it just barely fit into my carry bag. So I decided to just go a different route, and I'm sure if you've seen my YouTube short on how I set up the milk crate, I did some jankiness to my milk crate. Cut the ends out to modify it to fit the bigger bag, and now it's a much better setup. So with the bigger bag, I won't be too worried about crushing it or, you know, making a bad delivery, because I'd feel bad about that if someone's food got ruined just because I wasn't prepared for it. And my intent today is not to go ride around for hours at a time like I used to do on the Goldwing. I just don't think I could do it. It's way too cold right now for me, and it's just a trial run, really. I want to see if I can do about an hour's worth of work. What I'd like to do is go to my favorite waiting area and wait for the call. What do we got going? We want to pick it up so it's not dragging?
Is it broken?
It looks like one of the straps here is broken. Yeah. What would you like to do? Where do you want to put it at? Do you want to hang it on this right here?
Can you tie it up?
Sure, absolutely. Let's see. And then you want me to loop it on this right here?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Is that going to be strong enough to hold?
Yeah, don't hold it.
Yeah? Whoops.
Awesome. They get me home.
Yeah, I think that'll hold, buddy. You know what, though? You're going to lose this. You got a big rip because you were dragging it a little bit. Yeah, that's not going to work. Where do you live at?
Is it all going to fall out?
Probably. Where do you live at?
I just live right.
Hey, how about I put it in my bag? I'll just follow you over there. I could fit this right here. I'll just follow you home.
Are you sure?
I ain't doing nothing, man. I'm good.
I just gotta go right around the block.
Let's do it, dude. Yeah, see?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, can you get that one? How about just like that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Let me get my gloves on. Take off.
Let's go to the apartments right behind here.
Okay. Not a problem.
In the back.
I got nothing but time. Take your time, okay?
Okay.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Let's do it. Have to go offline because I'm not gonna deliver just yet. I'm gonna follow this gentleman home. He had a break in his bag. He was dragging it, tearing it. No bueno. And one thing more than I love making YouTube content is helping out. Because that's what we do at Vault Explorers. Hard to tell what's going on. I'm trying to get him to his house.
I dropped it off on the porch.
This is you right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's your lunch bag back.
What's that?
So I'll give you your lunch bag back.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Hey, I make
Thank you.
hi. I make
My
nice to meet you. I make YouTube videos. Do you mind if I put this on YouTube?
no.
No, you don't mind? All right, buddy. Take care. Hope I see you out there again. Nice guy. Yeah, I wouldn't want to put anybody on YouTube that didn't want to be. And it's awesome that I can show what we do here.
Thank you.
Yeah, his bag just ripped. Just don't let him. No, check the bottom of that bag.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So anyway, yeah, I want to make sure he's taken care of and whatnot. Alrighty, let's go make lemonade.
In all honesty, that had to be the best part of the night. Getting to ride around on the TW is obviously fun, but it's also pretty cool to get to help people out. The rest of the video is just the 3 stops I was able to make into the night before it got too cold. Now, this would not be my only encounter with the Lacey Police Department tonight. My first stop of the night was out at McDonald's, but thanks to my new bag setup, I was able to take a second order for the first trip of the night. And luckily for this order, there were no fountain drinks that I had to try to deliver also. And to take a trip down memory lane, I get to deliver at the first place that I picked up on the Goldwing. Now this order had 2 drinks, but fortunately they were bottle drinks, not a problem. My only concern was what to do with my little drink carrier bag, which I came up with a temporary fix. I ended up just folding up the carrier bag and stuffing it in my jacket until I at least delivered the first delivery. Then I could put it back in the bigger box. Now let's go deliver some teriyaki. I don't mind riding on the freeway, but it's not my preferred method, especially on the TW200. On the Goldwing wasn't a problem because that's really what it's designed for. But this was a pretty short trip, so I really didn't mind it. Using the Uber GPS is really good, but sometimes it doesn't really take you to the exact spot. The harder part is at night is trying to locate those address signs. And after a successful drop-off, we'll leave them a little note and we'll be on our way to our next delivery. Another cool feature of the Uber app is the ability of the person making the request for food to contact the person making the delivery to let them know of certain things they may need to complete their delivery, such as a gate code or a landmark to look for. When I'm riding the Goldwing or the TW, I'll always wait for a car to go through if possible. Now this is only my second delivery, and my hands are getting pretty cold at this point. But I think I have enough energy for just one more stop. My last stop of the night is going to be for some sushi. Luckily for you, I'm going to edit this video to make it as short as possible. Unfortunately for me, this was probably the longest ride of the night, and the coldest. Like I said earlier, it wasn't going to be the only time I encountered the Lacey Police Department this night. But being that I am a good vault explorer, and this police officer loves our channel, he let me go. I wish. He was actually pulling over the car behind me, and I just thought he was pulling us both over. Now, this part of the ride was my least favorite of the night. It was extremely cold and dark, and I was a little unfamiliar with the area. And not to mention that I was so far out in the woods that the Uber GPS was starting to malfunction a bit. While I was able to make that last delivery safely, my camera had died and I wasn't able to change it until I got to a well-lit area. Lots of lessons were learned tonight. Most importantly is creature comforts. My gloves really sucked. But on a positive note, I really do like the setup I did with my milk crate and my old delivery bag. So all things considered, it was a good night. I got to meet some new people, avoid being pulled over, and eventually I made it home safely. So with that, I think we'll end this here. We want to thank everybody for liking and subscribing to our videos and leaving comments. Our numbers are slowly growing, and we appreciate every single one of you guys and girls. So with that, I'll end with a thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.